Boop boop. Hello.
Boop,
Oh,
boop.
Hi.
boop boop.
Hi, everybody.
Can I just say, I love the purple. I loved the bright colors before, but the purple is so nice. It's so nice on the eyes.
Thank you. Yes, it's a little bit less bright, if anything,
Mhm.
for all of us dark users.
That's
who have
true.
everything on
That's
dark
true.
mode.
I hope everyone in chat enjoyed the starting Sue screen that Jenny put together. Given that you're all in prison, thought it was very good. I liked it a lot. Hi, everyone. Hope you're well. Let's play some fucking D&D and shit. As you guys may recall from our previous games of D&D, we tend to start sessions off with a prompt. Prompts are a really nice way to get our players back in the headspace of their characters. And it helps us to learn a little bit more about our characters that we might not otherwise get from RP and all that kind of jazz. So we have a prompt this session. This prompt is from me, I'm afraid. Sorry, any bingoers out there. If anyone wants to get a bingo card, you should get a bingo card. Bingo cards are fun. Make sure that when you get a bingo card, you got to put it in Jenny's Discord so that we can track and make sure you're not lying. So we can check it. Stick it in there. I think it's very, very cute. I've been watching all the bingo cards come up in the chat, and it's really nice to see who's like excited to like get some bingoing done. But this prompt is a Tom prompt, and the prompt that the players have been asked this time is, what's the most likely reason that your character would get sent to prison? It doesn't have to be a real thing. Can be something that hasn't happened. So maybe something that has happened if you fancy doing it that way instead. So whilst our players are thinking around that, I'll do a little bit of a recap. Only a very short one, though, because last session was just a slightly truncated one, in that we were just kind of doing it like a soft launch of the season, as it were, because I've been off for 2 weeks, given that I had a schnoz surgery. And last session started off with a very morose note in that we had our poor Randall's body getting dropped off at a necromancer, the final straw, the last chance that our players had to try and resurrect Randall Dundragon. Now, he's been put into myth and legend, a fabled hero. Unfortunately, the attempts at resurrecting Randall were unsuccessful. Shortly after the final attempt at resurrecting Randall, we had the opportunity to ask some questions, speak with Dead. We got a little bit of information out of that, but that was superseded, I think. I think the vast majority of the questions from the Speak with Dead was superseded by you guys finding the remains of the grimoire. For those of you who are not sure what that means, Randall, when alive, was attuned to this incredible sentient tome that would give him access to all sorts of secrets and bits of knowledge and tidbits. But it turns out it was aligned with the bad guy, or the goddess of all the bad guys, Shah. And in a heroic finale of our previous session, Randall slashed the grimoire, which exploded. So we still have the remains of the grimoire, and in that grimoire was written by, we can only assume, the dead Randall, sort of with a will, but also a farewell, and a lengthy, well, it's relatively concise. It must be said, but an extremely good description of the last 2 kind of seasons worth of lore. So if you fancy reading that, Randall Dogs has got the link somewhere with all of his descriptions. I think
Anyone
that counts.
got that on their bingo card?
Yeah. So we got loads of lore stuff done. Then we did a cut away from the party to our new character, Ethale. Ethale is a Shadar-kai blade. Was it blades? What's the song? What's the technical term?
Blade song. It's always the wrong way around.
Blade singing, blade wizard.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that I just cannot, for the life of me, get the right thing in my head for, the right name. Who was at the time trying desperately to Indiana Jones a relic whilst under the Sewell of a spooky, scary big stone golem. And we jumped into the scene as Randall, not Randall, fuck me, as Athale decided to skip all the fun puzzle elements that I had planned and immediately resolve the puzzle in about 60 seconds flat, which was valid. I'm not going to hold a grudge. It was valid.
It feels like the number of times you brought this up. That might not be true.
Not everybody's heard this bit yet. But unfortunately, the prize, despite all this Indiana Jonesing, was a one-way ticket through a portal to who knows where. The prize was no prize at all. It was, in fact, a trap. Then we zoop-zopped away down to our party once again. Our party was reunited with Oro's adoptive mother, Hilda, who basically said, I've got a quest for you. Go find my ex. Or not my ex, not my partner. They were, I guess, in a situationship or something at some point. He got whooshed away because he pulled a deck of many things card that stuck him in a prison somewhere. You guys found the location, and now you are being sent there to help free him. You went through with the ritual, you tumbled through a portal, and now you are here. You are in the cell. That was the plan. The ritual that was being cast was, you will arrive inside the cell of my partner, Eleron Felos, an aged elven wizard. And that is the only thing that we can do. We can't get you to the front door of the prison. We can't, have you get an Uber there. You are going to tumble into the cell itself. You're going to be in the prison cell with him. Then you've got to find your way out. And it's very unlikely that just casting a teleport spell is going to get you back. That was always the plan. So things, as far as things are concerned, from the completionists' standpoint, everything's going smoothly. You tumble through the portal. At the other end, you bump into the metal bars of the cell, and Oro says, "Where the fuck are we?" And that's where we ended our last session. Okay. Have we already burnt through a bunch of bingo stuff?
No. Purple just said I've never played bingo, which was alarming to me, as I played a lot of bingo as a child.
There's definitely been a couple of squares come up. I'm not gonna call everyone out. Yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah. This is a D20 tattoo. It's a D20 and an Enso. The only place I've played bingo before is during villager hunts. I've not played bingo a lot outside of school.
Oh, really?
I feel like teachers make you play bingo a lot at secondary school. Yeah, I feel like I played a lot of bingo at secondary school.
I don't remember playing bingo once at secondary school.
It was mostly in my French classes. I think it was we were a rowdy class and didn't really learn much French.
You never been down to Mecca on a Wednesday night?
Have you?
Sounds like you live next to a Mecca.
Don't you start me on that.
It's Mecca. Just for the context, it's Mecca
Bingo. Yeah.
Bingo is a business in Britain where you can go and play bingo.
It's a bingo chain.
It's a bingo chain.
I think here bingo is kind of like it was an old lady thing when I was a kid. So I think I've maybe done that like once or twice in like primary school, but no one has I don't even think the bingo places exist anymore. They used to.
I think bingo is kind of great. I think the idea of making bingo cards with custom entries specific for your D&D game is a lot of fun.
I love it.
I think we've come up with some really good ones as well.
If you want to play another game with the bingo card, it's guess which one of us suggested which square. Because they're all about.
That's good. That's good. In Wales, Mecha Bingo is only there for the pros. Very serious about the game there. I've never been to a Mecha Bingo. I can't speak to how.
You've not lived till you've seen an elderly woman with 7 bingo cards somehow stamp 3 numbers off at the same time.
Oh my god.
Wow, that is impressive.
That's going to be me.
Okay, all right. So let's go back to our prompts before we start going into our game. Who wants to volunteer themselves? Why would you be in prison?
Well, once we technically got sort of imprisoned by me accidentally insulting a guy who was of importance.
Yeah.
I feel like that would probably happen again for Oro if she has to speak for the group and then accidentally do that.
What was the circumstance that you were in the Feywild? You tried to say something in like Ursine, or something, and you biffed it a little bit, and it came out as something offensive, and you got whisked away by Humphrey and Bearfree, the lawyers, the bear lawyers.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Still can't believe that Humphrey and Bearfree were not intentional puns. That human free was the bear and Bearfree was the human.
What a happy accident.
Yeah. Still can't believe that wasn't intentional. Wild.
Oh, and I would have gone to jail for killing the person who looked like me and was pretending to be me.
Oh yes, that was
if no one else was around.
That's a really good answer to that question. Actually, that was a very nearly murder.
Yeah.
There was someone trying to pretend to be Oro, but with too many R's, and that was very nearly death. All right, who's up next?
I think Nerly would go to prison for one of two reasons. A false accusation would probably be what it actually is. Like she just happened to be like somewhere nearby and got accused of something and was like, I literally didn't do this. Or there was some law that was broken that she considered to be unjust. And so she was like, no, I actually refuse to abide by this.
Your law is stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I totally get it. I totally get it.
So Athale would probably be in jail for like not knowing some kind of strange law of the land. So from the Shadowfell. So I don't know if there was some law about like adventurers have to have a special slip of paper to let them adventuring. They wouldn't know anything about that.
Wait, really?
That's good. I like that a lot. Yes, in Cormier there are adventuring licenses that all of the party have, including yourself, apart from Athale.
Yep, definitely have that.
How would Haiku end up?
How would Haiku not be in jail? I mean, there's the obvious one. Murdered someone in a pub. There's that. Causing a ruckus in a shop. That shop in the clouds selling the fake water. Is that?
Yeah.
I think this is.
I'm not sure it's a ruckus, really, is it? That's vandalism. That's straight up vandalism.
Well, okay, we'll go with vandalism then. Whatever you say. There's probably just the amount of things that have been taken, stolen, whatever you want to call it. Haiku walks around with a scalp on their shell. There's a xylophone made of bones, which are from the grave. I'm pretty sure that violates some kind of grave robbing type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm off down, I'm dragging you all with me.
Actually, that's what I was gonna say. It's like really, ultimately, the reason Haiku goes to jail is because he leaves for some reason, and we can't keep him out of jail. They are incapable of keeping themselves out of jail without the rest of us helping them.
They're separated from the party for a little bit too long. That's what happens. Some shit happens whilst they're separated from the party a little bit too long.
Put one of those leads on me like you do toddlers.
Yeah, like the backpack with the strap on it. Yeah.
Big cool flag.
Oh God, I love it.
Right.
That's so great.
I'm excited for today's session. I'm excited for the shenanigans. I'm excited for the biffing of accents that's going to occur, mostly from me. But we'll see how things go.
Get your bingo cards ready.
Get your bingo cards ready. Our party have stumbled through a portal, landed in varying levels of delicacy Whether or not you've stumbled and tripped, or whether you just daintily floated down on your angel wings, is up to you. But as you arrive, you notice a couple of things. First off, the cell that you are in has an elderly elven wizard in the corner. Big old pointy wizard hat, red robes, red hat, classic traditional wizardry.
Red hat.
Red hat.
Oh God, we are going to go to jail for this.
And in the cell adjacent to you, you note that there is a Shadar Kai, who I'm not going to describe because there's a really nice image of him on the stream overlay, and you can see it just there.
Wow.
And you're all welcome to interact with the scene in whatever order you like. Whether that, because I've described it from the point of view of the original completionists, and Ethael is not yet technically a member of that, since you've literally not even met each other. But we all know where this is headed. But it's about the journey, not the destination. So I'll leave it open to you. But what you'll note is that the cells are adjacent to one another, and it's just the two cells. There are bars in between the cells, so you can see into each of the cells, and also for a door opposite that leads out into a corridor, and beyond that corridor is another set of two cells. They are empty. You can see that there is a pathway to your left and to your right outside of that cell. The wizard appears to be asleep. That's from the loud snoring sound you can hear.
Right. And the wizard's in outer cell is in the same.
Yes, the ritual was supposed to get you into his cell.
Right.
It was successful, at least.
Yes.
That's a good step one done.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Fall. What's good there, bud?
Thank you for the biddies. Katie, I saw you have a little bit of a pin accident there.
I went to reply to somebody, and when the thing scrolled, it hovered over my message instead, and then it pinned mine, and I was like, no, I've messed everything up. So I missed a little bit of that explanation as I was going back to fix the pin debacle that I created. I'm so sorry. So somebody else is going to have to figure out how we proceed for a little bit, because I was fixing my pin mistake.
Okay.
Is
I mean, we should. Sorry, go on.
Is everyone else asleep? Like, I know the wizard is asleep, but the people in the other cells, are they?
So the only other person that you can see is Ethael, who is in the cell adjacent to you. You can see no other people.
Okay.
However, can you roll me a perception check?
Sure.
All of us are just Oro.
Just Aura.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I rolls it on the board.
Oh, 21.
Oh.
I was going to say, why did the number take so long to pop up?
Yeah.
It's because you had the fancy animation going.
Yeah, I need to turn that off. It's not really worth it.
Yeah, fuck roll 20. 21. So whilst you above the snoring of the elderly man next to you, you can hear some wailing in the distance.
Oh no. Oh no. Guys, we have to get out of here. Do you hear that wailing?
Yeah.
How to drop the hush money? Would we stop hearing that wailing?
Yeah.
Tempting. I mean, we should probably wake this guy up and at least give him the lowdown on, what we're here for.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
It doesn't budge. Ethael, these guys have just stumbled through a portal very loudly, have not even remotely acknowledged your existence, and are now trying to wake up your pal, Eleron. You've been here. How long have you been here for?
I feel like at least like a year, maybe, or more.
I was thinking around the same sort of time. Yeah, I think
like quite a long time.
It's
Jesus.
Is this the kind of place where you can tell the passage of time?
No, not very well. No. You might be a little bit better at it simply because of your experience traveling the planes. But you kind of recognize that like time doesn't really mean that much to you. necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, sure, time means something to you, but not anywhere near as much as these guys who have lived on the same plane forever, where time is constant. To you, it's a bit more flexible.
Mhm.
So you've got a good estimate of how long you've been here, but it's not precise, and you wouldn't be surprised if you came out and you were wrong. If someone gave you a little stopwatch and they're like, actually, it's been 2 minutes, you're all right. They've just stumbled in here. Your pal on. This dude sleeps like a fucking brick. Like this, he's not going to wake up from a gentle hello.
Oh no, I
Give him
can't
a
do my
nudge.
voice. Too much pressure.
There's too much
Does
pressure.
Hilda wear a specific perfume?
Yeah, I think she probably does. Docs,
Okay.
feel free to mute yourself and try your voice a couple times. No shame in it, man. There's no shame in it. I'm going to ruin so many accents in this game, I promise you.
We're all intimately familiar with how bad I am at accents. So.
Yeah, I think she probably smells like lavender.
Okay, I think in addition to Oro's like, "Hello," I'm going to prestidigitate just like the scent of Hilda.
Okay. Unfortunately for you, I know enough about neuroscience to know that smells don't wake people up. So
We
that
were
doesn't
having
do
that
anything.
conversation the other day, weren't we?
Isn't there a whole thing about like smelling salts and
Smelling
stuff like that?
salts aren't the same as smells.
Oh, okay.
So the reticular activating system, which is the part of your brain which is capable of waking you up, does not have any projections from your olfactory sensor. So you
Is
don't
that
get
a
woken
human
up by
only
smells.
thing?
Maybe.
Because all the videos I've seen of like treats being held in front of like a dog or a cat who like wakes up suddenly.
Yeah, dogs maybe aren't. We're going on a big tangent here, but dogs are crazy.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Right? Dogs are crazy. Dogs have projections from their olfactory nerves to their occipital lobe, so they can see smells. Like there is an element of processing that occurs with smells in their their visual cortex, and it's like a lot as well. There's like a lot of projections. It's crazy.
Like
Anyway.
A dog can see a cloud every time you fart. Just remember that for the rest of your life.
Like dogs can't self-recognize in a mirror, but they recognize their own scent almost being bounced back from the mirror.
It's crazy.
Oh.
Anyway, if 11 doesn't work, I'm going to give him a kick. Not a gentle kick, just to emphasize we're having a noble situation again.
Accidentally kicking him to death. I did 1 damage and he died. No.
It aims for head, thinking this is going to work.
Like, don't make me waste a diamond on this because we have them and I feel like we'd have to, but I don't want to.
Okay. All right. So you're going to give him a gentle kick, is that what you're going to do?
Yes.
Who are you?
Sorry, I had to. You weren't responding to anything.
What are you doing? Are you? But there are empty cells right there. Why?
Yes.
I'm not sharing.
No.
You're stood in my pee corner.
Oh.
I've cleaned the corner.
Can I just make sure the whole ritual was to swap both of us, to swap us, right? No, it wasn't.
No. Just the idea was you get portaled into his cell and then you break him out.
Oh,
jailbreak.
Okay. I completely forgot about that part. Apparently,
it's okay.
Are you Eleron?
Yes, that's me.
I don't know if you remember someone called Hilda from.
Oh yeah, Hilda.
You do.
Hilda. Just one thing. Just a second. Ethel, am I imagining things?
No, they're here. They're quite loud.
They're loud and they're here, but it could be a good thing.
Well, at least I don't have to share the cell with them.
That's maybe we could go halvesies.
No,
Oh,
I'm good.
Man.
They seem to know you anyway.
I think I'm going to talk to them.
That's probably wise.
Okay. Yes, I know Hilda.
Okay. Well, I'm her daughter, and not biological, but she adopted me.
Oh, that's very sweet.
It is very sweet. Yeah, she's doing well. Still
Oh.
cares very much about you.
Hilda,
We are
love of my life. I could never tie her down into a marriage, you know. She would never stay committed because she was too free. She's a force of nature, that one.
yeah.
You set him off again.
Well, she's spent the
Let the
last
man reminisce.
yeah. She spent the last forever trying to figure out how to get you out of here, so
Oh,
here we are.
I thought that she had forgotten about me.
No.
Oh, I'm stuck in her heart as much as she is stuck in mine, and here you are, noble adventurers. I'm getting from the vibe of the outfits we've got going on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you have a plan?
We have.
I'm sorry, who is this guy?
They're not here for you. They're here for me.
No, let's
Is
go
this a
have
friend of
these.
yours?
Actually.
That's so good, though. What is this place other than a prison?
You've made it to the extraplanar prison holding center.
Extraplanar.
Yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You did.
That means
know
outside of
where
the
you were going.
planes.
Okay.
We had an idea.
Do you know?
He's hard to impress. Don't worry about him.
So you're not friends. Sorry, go ahead, Aura.
No, we're best pals. Athel is my best friend in the whole multiverse.
Yes.
Oh, it's very sweet.
I don't, have a lot of friends around. There's not like a lot of competition, but like he's a cool guy.
Not a lot of competition.
If you don't say that.
Yeah, no, that's Katie laughing, not.
No, I'm saying maybe
There
don't
really
say that
is probably a little bit.
to Eleron.
Oh, I gotcha.
I mean, this is all lovely, but we got a job to do here, Mr. Shadowy Emo person. If you could just stay out of our way, we've got to get this guy out of here.
I'd rather leave.
Why are you here? Did you draw a card from a cursed deck of cards too?
No, I touched a book.
Oh,
a book.
We knew a guy who touched a book once.
Didn't
Yeah.
Adventuring 101. Don't touch the books.
I listened to
You
another
like books
wizard.
a lot?
Ah, yes, the other wizard.
Oh, you're a wizard?
Yes. So perhaps I can help your escape plan.
Maybe, but
If you
if you could, then why are you still in here?
Well, if I had a way to escape, I would have executed it by now, wouldn't I? And I wouldn't be here.
Good point.
So
well,
there are
I
some
guess
things that you notice whilst you're looking around the room and having these interactions. The one that's most pertinent, perhaps, to you is you note that they both of these, learned, competent wizards have shackles on around their wrists.
Right.
The shackles around Eleron's wrists have a faint red glow in a crystal at the kind of in the handle between the two hands. And those around Ethel's have a slight blue glow to them.
Oh.
Would I know that these are, preventing my ability to use any magic?
Roll me an Arcana check with advantage, because you've been here for a hot minute.
I'm not used to rolling Arcana.
Okay, so yes, as I was going to, you pretty much guaranteed, yes, you are certain these are impacting your ability to cast spells, absolutely. You note, from your perspective, Ethel, these guys don't have them. When you arrived, you did. Like, no one put these on you. They were just on your hands immediately the second that you came through this portal. There was something about the way that you arrived is what caused you to have these shackles on you. So the way that these guys arrived doesn't seem to have had the same effect.
Yes.
You'll also recognize that when you first arrived, they were red. And then they have very recently turned blue.
Blue. Oh. Very recently, like as in since these guys have arrived, or what time is
living in this timey-wimey wang, to be honest, you
in a wang? Sorry.
you haven't spent a lot of time like observing this is something that is kind of like blended into the background for you. You could roll a history check and see if you can determine with any degree of accuracy how long they've been a different color. You could pinpoint it to within the last week.
See, you don't have these.
Oh. Do we have all of our gear?
Otherwise.
Or like Pat said?
You guys have all of your gear. Ithale has nothing but kind of his standard clothing.
Okay.
He doesn't have a cloak on, which he notices. Well, he knows because he's been here a while.
Yeah.
None of his magical items, none of his equipment. You guys have all your stuff, but you are missing one thing. Nugget.
How did we not pick up on this immediately?
No one asked.
Sometimes you just assume.
Sort of thing
Turn
where
this
like we're
back on
used to Nugget just kind of like being behind us, and then we finally like turn around and we're like, oh, my sprout buddy, my spuddy.
Spuddy.
Well, I'm going to go have a look at the lock. I presume if it's a lock on the door to the room.
Wonderful suggestion. There does not appear to be a lock.
Or at least know where the door in out of the cell is.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, can I have a look around the door then?
You can absolutely can. Roll me a investigation check or a perception check if you prefer.
Can I help?
You absolutely can, yeah. Oh, Spuddy is such a cute name.
Yeah, sure. It'll be a perception, methinks. Is that advantage?
With advantage if you're being helped, yeah.
Oh,
Fucking Jesus Christ! Is that maybe one of the first 30 rolls that we've had? Like, we've definitely this season, but like, we've not had that many 30 rolls just full stop.
No.
I don't think.
Not since I was playing a bard.
Yeah, fucking Jesus.
I'm very percept. I've got those goggles, haven't I?
Yeah, jam.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't see any evidence of a lock. You can see that around the bars of the door is a faint shimmer that kind of has like an ethereal, like arcane signature to it almost. There is definitely some sort of warding here. What the nature of that is hard to determine. You suspect, and this is I'm combining your extremely high score with the fact that you're a spellcaster, that rather than it being like a trap, because that doesn't really make any sense for that to be in a cell, like you accidentally touch the door and you get shocked, that makes no sense. It's probably to do with like an extra layer of security, as it were. You know that same shimmer appears on Ithale's cell door as well, and the ones opposite you that have no cell doors, no occupants, do not have that shimmer. You also note, as you are inspecting very closely, that to your right, hanging from chains, and this is around the corner, so really it's quite difficult for you to have seen it, is something that looks like a massive wax seal, like a huge wax seal that's been imprinted with something dangling from the ceiling. It's definitely magical in nature, and the symbol looks like... How can I draw this without going over all my stuff? It looks like... Oh, I haven't put you on the map yet.
Yeah, we've still got the rose thing.
Let me...
Are you on the wrong mic, Katie? Because when you press... Because that's your mute button, right? It didn't actually mute you.
Did Discord change all of my things when we entered into the call today for everybody else?
Discord... different.
Okay, Discord had switched to my like hand cam for like it was wild. Okay, so let me fix that. What the fuck, Discord?
Can you guys see that on the on
Yeah.
Roll20? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Do I recognize that symbol? Because me myself feels like I recognize that symbol.
Is that
I mean,
I think so.
you can roll me an Arcana check.
I was hoping you'd say that.
It is an arcane sigil. You suspect that it is linked in some way to the Hells. You couldn't pinpoint it any further than that.
And is it something which looks like a wax seal?
Yeah,
Or
100%.
do I-
It looks like a wax seal that has been pressed into, like a wax that has been sealed.
Okay.
if talking through it out loud, could I help and offer advantage on the roll, assuming Haiku is describing this thing that they're seeing?
Too late now.
Okay. Sorry, I was fixing my audio. Is that the
It's
right
okay.
mic now?
Yes, it sounds great.
Okay, cool.
Well, there's no lock, so we can't get Oro to, pick our way out of this.
Did you ever pick up how to dispel magic, by the way, Haiku? Because I've been focusing on curses and stuff, and I didn't do that.
No,
And
there's
I
nothing
can.
bringing
can
people
do.
back to life.
I
You
can dispel magic without these.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the shackles on Eleron's hands and determine if those are like I can tell they're different colors. I don't know anything about the timeline of it. I want to know if his are part of a curse because of the card. If I could maybe get rid of Eleron's by dispelling a curse.
And what you want to do an Arcana check to try and get your read on that?
If that's what I need to roll to try to figure out if it's cursed, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna guidance myself because my Arcana is absolute crap. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Hold on, I've got a guidance. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've wait, no. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to reroll.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Much better. 19.
There we go.
It would have helped, but I feel like Haiku's probably too interested in this seal thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I figure while you're doing that, I'm doing this.
Yeah. I think it's nice to sometimes not have to, like. I'm not saying that it is metagamey to be like, can I help? It's just like sometimes characters are doing their own thing and it doesn't need to be a group task. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are convinced that it is some kind of magical suppression device. You're trying to eke out what the difference is between Athales and Elrons. Is that what the crux of it really is? Okay. So
Well, isn't it?
A little bit of that, but mostly I would just like to know if I can remove
whether
curse.
remove curse would, okay. Remove curse would not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Remove these.
Okay.
You can tell without a shadow of a doubt that it wouldn't. These are strong magical artifacts, and that removing them probably requires quite a powerful magical artifact in itself. You're not certain what that might look like, but perhaps it will come to you later. Who knows? Beyond that, it's difficult for you to determine the true nature of the difference between these two shackles. It almost looks to you like there's something almost less aggressive about Athale's shackles. The fact that you can't really kind of get into the other cell and have inspect them a bit closer is kind of limiting your inspection.
Well, I think I could technically get into the other cell with Misty Step, but I don't think I'm going to do that yet.
Okay.
Do you guys have anyone patrolling? Like anyone come by here?
So there absolutely are. I'm saying this for Athale's benefit, so that you can reply in whatever way you like. There are several members of staff that you have seen. You don't know how many more there are. Can I ask, Athale, would you have used your familiar at any point?
Definitely.
Okay. I'm going to say that your familiar was on you when you arrived, and thus has been sort of keeping you company. I think your character would have recognized that it is dangerous sending your familiar outside of the cell, and maybe hasn't done it a lot.
Yep.
Would you like to give me give me on a scale of like 1 to 10, how conservative would you have played it with your familiar doing scouting? Whereas 10 is like just outside the cell door, no further. 1 is like go nuts, map the whole place for me.
I think probably like 7, because it's very aware that it can't like recast them, can't bring them back with these shackles on. So.
Okay. So you're aware of 3 members of staff. One of them is a giant devil called Melthos, who will do the rounds, essentially, come by every now and again and have a chat with you. He seems like a somewhat likable fella, in all honesty, but doesn't really have much time for you. There is also a Cerberus that patrols, who's you've heard the name called out and have seen it on a name tag around their with the whatchamacallit collar.
Collar.
They are called Bartholomew.
Of course.
It's the tag in like the shape of a bone as well. Just
yeah. And there is one other person that you have seen but never spoken to, and they've never tried to talk to you, who is a robed figure who has kind of like, for the most part, kept their back to you, but kind of like sweeps as they come around, like they're doing like some cleaning. You have seen, let's say, just up to the left, like out the cell. You are aware that there is a one corridor that runs off into what seems like an abyss of just nothing, and the other runs past into another holding block. That's where the whales have been coming from. To the right is a hallway that seems to be filled with braziers, like fire.
Yeah, Wales. No, the country.
There's an aquarium next door.
Tons of them.
Well, there's 3 patrols that come around.
Oh.
Do I know if do they come with any like regularity, or is it just like impossible to really tell?
It's really it's very hard to tell.
I think they come as they like.
Okay, so we probably don't want to be seen by them.
That would be best.
Okay. I look around the cell. Is there anything to hide under if we needed to?
There is a bucket. There is a bucket and essentially a bench that seems to be turned into can be used as a bed.
doesn't help some of us. I mean,
are any of the patrols like roughly humanoid? Do they have like clothing you could describe?
There's a devil. Does the devil wear any clothes? I don't know.
The devil. The devil is. Wait, I found a
one that's like about my height or so.
There is one with a robe who seems to only sweep for some reason.
Can you see this? I've just shared with you on Roll20.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
This is Melthos.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't think I can do that. I'm gonna have it describe the robe, and based on the description of the robe, I'm gonna try to change my magic dress into that robe, and kind of be like, roughly like this. Put the hood up, tuck my hair in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From behind, it's a good, replica.
Yes, that looks right. But They aren't usually in the cell.
Right. Yeah, that's next step.
There's normally only one person per cell as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Did the cells opposite have just single people in them? That is a person by themselves.
At no point in Ethael's tenure occupancy has there ever been anyone in the cells opposite.
Okay.
But they've also never had more than just themselves in the cells.
That might not be a rule then. Might just be a coincidence. When you arrived here, this is to both of them, I suppose, the question. When there was a first patrol, did the guards seem shocked or confused by you being there, or did it seem to make sense to them like you were on some kind of list?
I don't know.
DM?
I'm thinking.
I think the DM's DMing.
I genuinely didn't think that was a question for me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I emphasize to both occupants of these cells.
Yeah.
So is the first time that they arrived themselves in the cell, when the guards passed for the first time, did they seem confused, or did it seem
Great
like
question.
that was
Yeah.
planned?
So it's Ethael, you can definitely weigh in on this. You seem to be a expected prisoner. Like, it is their duty to kind of care for you to a certain extent, or at least to imprison you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you suspect that if someone comes along and they see all these people in the cell, they might be surprised because they're not going to be on a list.
Yes, they seem to know we are supposed to be here.
Okay.
Have I tried since the color change on like my thing? Have I like tried using any magic? Have I tried doing anything?
Nope.
Okay, I feel like I would have done that. So I'm going to try and do something.
I'm going to say, so you've only just figured it out.
Okay.
But your mind's going back and say, oh, wait a second. Yeah, I remember seeing a weird blue hue from my hands a couple of days ago, like that kind of thing. Like it's
okay. I'm gonna just cast cantrip. I'm just try and cast mending or minor illusion.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try.
So
when you cast the spell, you note that the hue of the door changes a color very, very slightly for a moment and then returns to its previous color.
Redundancies.
Anyone else notice this change in hue?
Yeah, you probably notice it. You're an observant enough person. You've already inspected them, so.
Has anyone got a saw?
Have you tried opening the door? Maybe it is
just gonna reach over and try to open it.
The door opens.
Happens.
What would you do without me?
I'm gonna flip the hood up and I'm gonna go over and try to open the other person's door.
Okay, so you step out of the cell and you feel for a second a push against some sort of field. Like it's almost like as if imagine walking through a cross between like a spider web and a bit of jelly. Like it's just enough pressure to stop you for a fraction of a second, and then you kind of just go right through it. As you step through to the other side, you suspect that perhaps if you had the shackles on, you may not have been able to pass through that. Ethael's door also opens.
Do you need your hands?
I don't think that's the next logical course of action.
Could you roll me a perception check, please, Neurally?
Yes. Because
Great
I'm
news,
stepping
everyone. Just
outside,
get rid of your
right?
hand.
Because I'm stepping outside and I obviously am like concerned about being noticed, would it be reasonable for me to guidance myself? And because I was gonna ask to like look around, can I guidance myself and take a look around
Yeah,
for the
I'll allow
perception
that.
check? Okay. 14. Do
Okay.
I re-roll that? I think I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna spend another sorcery point.
Sure.
That's better. 18.
Okay. You hear footsteps approaching, large footsteps. There is a slight scrape to them, almost as if there was some kind of talon or claw as it lands and touches the kind of the stones beneath the feet. And it's approaching, let's say, a medium pace. They're not in a massive rush, but they are coming down the corridor to your left.
I'm going to like. Go ahead.
Which is the corridor which. Oh, actually, you're not a fail. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
don't know
shared that
it's that way.
information with you. Go ahead.
I think like as I open the door, I'm like about to gesture to see if he can walk through and like opening my mouth to explain like I want to see if this blocks you, but I think because I think it will. And like everybody just sees her like look over to the side and like look back at everyone wide-eyed. Do the beds look like someone could hide under them pretty well?
One person could maybe, yeah. One normal-sized person, humanoid, could probably fit underneath the bed.
Yeah.
I'll hide.
I
I'll hide
blink.
under. You two go in the other separate rooms.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna close the door, well, yeah, to a Thales, and I'm gonna run into a nearby room, and I'm gonna make my clothing all black, or like all the color of under the bed, like just chameleon myself in.
Oh, lovely.
Magic dress, magic dress.
I'm gonna like silent sprint into the opposite cell over the corridor.
There's not you've never done a silent thing in your life.
Okay,
Roll
what if I were
me
to
a
say
stealth
I'm
check
going to attempt
immediately
to
with
silent
disadvantage?
sprint?
The disadvantage is simply for the gall of suggesting that it'll be silent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast without trace. Can I cast that?
Okay.
That gives me a plus 10.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's. Do I'm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's good.
Yeah. It's good. I'll have stealth checks from everyone else as well. Nerdy gets advantage because she's got her cloak all changed up.
I'm gonna use a point of luck.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okie
that counts as
dokie.
a 31 for me with the thingy.
That is a lot of very high rolls. Jeez, did you re-roll that and get a 30?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so Oro's underneath wait, are you underneath a bed as well, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna hide under the bed, but I want to like. Is there a way to attach myself to the underneath of it, like to like
Yeah, 100%.
stick
Yeah,
myself? Like...
you can definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah, no one else can, but you definitely can.
Okay, I'll do that.
Like a circus artist who's tiny. Yeah, you can definitely achieve that. Okay, fantastic. So you guys, you kind of underneath the bed. Nerdy, are you in a different cell then? Are you in one of the opposite
I'm in one of the
cells?
empty ones.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
in the empty cells underneath that bed, and you're kind of curled up in your cloak. Haiku,
Yeah.
you've gone to one of the other cells and just kind of what? So to give you a bit more context.
I mean, I don't think I can actually do anything here, to be honest. To actually.
Well, I can kind of show you. Let me. The cells. We'll move you to the map in a second, but for now, this works a little bit better.
All the items on my
Theatre of
shelf.
mind. The cells look a little bit like this. Just for a little bit of clarity. So those are the walls.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
So here are the doors in purple.
It's a sound.
And then there's like some bars here. Okay. So where the red lines are, those are solid walls.
So theoretically, I could move to the corner of where it slopes down together.
Yeah.
That's probably the best I can do.
Yeah.
And if
you
you're in
rolled
an
a-
empty one, they're not going to hopefully be looking at that one very closely.
You rolled highly.
Let's hope not.
Okay, so that's the plan. Okay, fantastic. Those footsteps get closer and closer, and the DM is now getting concerned about his accents. As Malthos, once again, I'll put Malthos up on the screen. Malthos appears and walks around the corridor. He has a pretty chill kind of gait. He's not really like coming at any high velocity. He's got like a notepad in one hand and kind of like a bit of like a pencil in the other. And he walks up to Elrond and Ethael's cells, says, "Good day.
Hello.
I'm ready for your orders. What gourmet dish do you want today?"
I'll have the slop, I guess.
One
Assuming that's-
slop coming out for you. How about you? Elrond goes, I'll have the roasted lobster. That's a good one. I like that. Roasted lobster slop. That's very good. Fantastic. He does the same joke every single time he comes around. Without fail, he will always ask you for like a meal order prep. And whenever he gives it to you, it is just slop in a dish. It's like a grey, tasteless goop. It doesn't have any taste, but the texture is disgusting. So like it's like you feel like you're sort of being tormented, but like not. Like it could be bad, but it could be good. You know what I mean? Like they've chosen to make it tasteless and gross. So it's like they're teetering on the line here. Amazing.
Ethael's specifically sat so that the newly blue light is not too super obvious, in case that means it just needs to be recharged or something.
Right.
Doesn't
Okay.
want that to be noticed.
Would you like to roll a stealth check for that then? Good
Yes.
question here was Ethael included in your pass without trace?
Yeah.
I think it's just an area, yeah.
I think you picked.
think you-
Oh, but I guess you
picked
get to choose.
I would have
yeah.
picked all of it, I guess, sure.
I'll take it as a stealth. It's probably a bit more slight. Well, not really slight. I think it's stealth. Okay. All right. There he goes. No idea. Amazing. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying your stay here.
It's delightful.
Wonderful. As long as you remain prisoners, you'll still keep getting your wonderful slop for eternity.
Excellent.
Well, see ya. He just walks off. He continues down the right-hand side. You hear his footsteps pass.
I'm crawling back out and change back into what I remember the description of the robe from the other guy is. And I'm gonna go open.
A D6, wait.
Yeah, you have. I was hoping that you would have noticed.
Is that what he started spamming in the chat?
No, I did because I thought it was so funny, and I was really hoping that you're making that pun specifically. Okay, good. I'm so happy. So that was just me being silly, actually. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna open the door to Ethael's cell. Is there a reason why yours is a different color?
I don't know. It
So
only
when I
just
went out
owns
of-
this color.
Have you ever tried to step out of here before?
When I first arrived, it did not
It felt
go
like,
well.
yeah, it felt like there was something that would stop me, but maybe, I don't know. Are you gonna be let go soon? Do you want to try again? Yours is different for a reason?
I'll stand up and like cautiously try and put the shackles through the.
So you press the shackles up against this kind of like shimmery force field, and they do push through. In fact, you find yourself able to step through it. This is absolutely not the case for when
I run.
your when your shackles were with the same red as Eleron. Absolutely could not have
Yeah.
installed. But you step through it.
Okay, that's worked. Do you want to leave? We can help, but I think we're gonna need your help.
Yes.
Okay. You said you can dispel magic. Can you get rid of the magic on the door and the magic on his things?
Perhaps I can try, but I still have. So I will try casting Dispel Magic.
I mean, I guess maybe
I know.
start with
Yeah.
yours.
I will take a spell slot from you for that, though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh, let me
That's
try
fine.
and smash him off.
I'd also like to clarify that any spell slots that you used whilst in the in our last episode, those are also gone.
Oh, what?
You've not done
But it's
any.
been a year.
Yeah, you've had no chance to like sit and meditate with your spell book to like relearn spell slots and stuff.
For fuck's sake.
Oh.
You're a year out of practice.
Ah.
Down a level.
No, wait.
Yeah, can Heiko and I take a closer look at these now that like we can move around freely and Athel is out of that cell and figure out a way to get them off that doesn't include dispelling magic because we don't have that.
I mean, to be honest, I was planning on literally just picking up the very important pebble and smashing it on the shackles.
Imagine.
This is it. This is the very important pebbles. Final use.
Just imagine. Can I at least try? Can I haven't actually inspected the shackles yet. Can I inspect the tails to try and at least figure out what material they're made of?
You absolutely can, sure.
It's going to be an investigation, I'm guessing.
I would like to help and cast guidance.
Sure.
Is that another roll and the D4, or?
I will give you the guidance, but you were a bit slow on the help.
I was responding to Grace, damn.
Well, that's what you get. Okay, that's a 22 though. Fantastic. So these appear to be made of adamantite, which is it's pretty much as expensive as a metal as it comes in the Forgotten Realms, as it were.
It is metal.
It is definitely metal, yes. I really, really wouldn't heat metal on it, though. I know that's where your brain was going.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it, go for it. Heat metal on it, bro.
No.
Let's find out what happens.
I know this is a bad idea, but I have to stick with the character.
You're right, you do.
We are not setting anything on fire yet. We've been here for
Mr.
maybe
Yes,
5
setting
minutes.
anything on fire. This is just heating up metal.
Heating up, but it's on
you
their
having-
skin.
Do
I
not
know.
do that.
I have a look at the shackles. I want to see if there's a tiny little like pinpoint thing that you could like maybe unlock, like some kind of like emergency unlock system that's embedded in there.
Roll me a investigation check. When the DM dares you to do a thing.
I've had this cantrip, so I've had this spell since we started, and I've yet to find a use for it after like 2.5 years.
If you ever find anyone in armor or holding a weapon as your uses, you can't seem to find any kind of like mechanism for lockpicking. They appear to be kind of sealed tight.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps you could explore. I'm sure you'll find something.
That's what I was thinking.
But don't forget me.
Oh wait, the wax seal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead now. Now I know we can. Now let's have a proper up close look at that. The wax seal.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, so you can see that it is dangling from the ceiling from 2 chains. It looks. It's almost kind of like a. It looks like a sign, like a notice board sort of thing.
Oh, that changes everything.
Can I see it now?
Yep.
Does it mean anything more to me?
Nope.
Damn it.
I mean, to the same degree that you both recognize that it is an arcane sigil. It is aligned with the hells, and that this looks like it's more of a sign than it is arcane in its own right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's wax.
So what directions are there from here? Because you said there were
I'm going to move you to a
three.
map. If you guys are now out of the cell, everyone is out apart from Eleron. I'm going to move you to the map.
Okay.
Okay. I've not put any fog of war on this. This area is free for you to roam around, but obviously we'll progress at a normal pace for us moving around. Please don't move your tokens too far and wide. We'll take it room as room. Okay.
Okay.
We'll move you here.
Oh God.
Ooh. Okay, so where are we right now?
So I'm going to put you on the map. Don't you worry.
It'll load eventually, chat. Don't worry. I know it's all
It's gonna be
blurry
it's a
pixels
big
right
one.
now.
I'm
we go.
sorry to do it to you, but it's a very cool map. I think this is another Jeff Eku map.
Yeah, I was gonna say this
Uh,
screams Chepeku to me.
I think it's an old Shepeku map. Okay, so those are you guys on the map line.
Mm-hmm. Ah,
I'm
okay.
hoping that none of my notes have been put on the wrong layer and you can't see a bunch of stuff. But
I
No,
don't
no.
see anything obvious.
I do not see any notes.
good. So hanging directly above where Haiku is right now is that symbol.
I'm not allowed to control my character.
Oh, that's fine. Represents. There you are. So
Right.
we'll put your nameplate on there as well. We need to do a couple of things for this because we haven't done this yet. HP, add that there.
Oh, yeah.
AC, add that there. Save settings, and then also update default token. So this should now properly represent your character, I think. Or maybe not. Just double check. You select a token.
Well, it has
Save.
this link at least.
There we go. That should be it now. Actually, if I 17 out of 17 on there, then it will show as a bar.
Oops.
Can everyone see his name? There we go. Let me put that on
No.
there. I'm
No.
changing it now.
Mm-mm.
Change to
I
there.
don't think the health bars either.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
It's
Roll
no
20.
technical
You're fucking testing my patience. You're testing my patience. Roll 20.
We don't have a technical difficulties tile, do we, for the bingo?
Oh my god, there should be.
Yeah.
We need to
Okay.
get. Have you seen that BBC technical difficulty one with a terrifying clown on it? We need
Yeah.
to
Can we
get
move
like
it now?
a version of that for us.
Okay, so I won't have done your like vision
I'll break it
stuff
down.
for like light and that kind of thing, but we'll
Sorry.
sort that when that becomes relevant.
Ye-
Cool. This is the map that I used for my final fight in my 1 to 20 campaign that ended earlier this year. Cool. Cool. It's a cool map, isn't it? So yes, you
Yeah.
can see the map as players, but remember that your characters don't have a bird's eye view of the whole facility. So please go into that knowing that. I will describe a couple things to you, then we'll go for a bio break.
Okay.
Okay.
So to the right-hand side, to your east rather, you can see a room that is filled with braziers. Okay, there are 6 braziers, each filled with fire, and hanging next to, but not directly above, each of those braziers is a symbol. One of them is the symbol that is currently above your head. So once again, wax seals. It appears that they are in some way linked. If you step to the west and look upwards, you see that in the room directly above yours is a gong, a huge gong, an ornate golden gong. There is a soft hammer there for which to slam into it. To your south is a bridge to nowhere, or a bridge to somewhere, but mostly nowhere.
Okay.
Just to say something really quick before I forget during the bio break. Maybe if we activate Hush Money and leave it behind, does it stay working or does it have to be on our person?
I think it continues working until
The hour-long time frame.
yeah. You can like put it somewhere and leave it.
Maybe
Looking
we
for-
hush the gong before we go off doing stuff, because that really seems like an alarm system, right?
That is an exceptionally good idea.
Don't know where the do good penis is.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Oh no!
It's been
Rip,
moved.
I mean,
everyone.
we can't go on a bio break, man.
I don't know where it is. I genuinely don't know where the do good penis
Tom
is.
can't go on a bio break.
Everyone else can, but you can't until you find your do-good penis.
Everyone with that bingo card with the do good penis on it.
I'll find it. Don't worry. It'll be found. I don't know
Has
where
to
it
be
is
the
right
original.
now.
Can't have another one.
I also don't know what I'm going to cover this camera with. Wait, okay, I'll put it like that on it.
Not the original, it's just a do okay penis.
Old hat.
Do decent.
Okay,
That'll
BRB.
work.
We're going
Oh, wait,
then.
Whoa.
what was
Are
your
we?
question? I've forgotten what your question was already.
Oh, I had been asking about the. Wait, did you say what
I'm
Katie's
still here.
question was?
Yeah.
Take
It
the
was just
hat
whether the
off.
hush money would work
Oh,
when we
yes, okay.
walked
That's
away.
it, yeah,
That
that's
was
fine.
it. Okay.
Okay, come back to me. For those of you who are new here, you may not already know that when we do our bio breaks, wow, this is not ever going to
Put your
refocus,
hand.
is it?
Nice Vaseline
You
camera.
got to give it a high five so it works again.
Put it here and then put it and then pull it.
Lovely hand. Lovely
Not
hand.
this slow, but
Floating
that's
into the
fine.
distance.
Sexy. Okay, you might not know that we do our bio breaks pretty quick. We go to the loo, we come back, we have a bit of a chat maybe, and then we're back. There's no set time limit. We're usually back pretty fast. Usually I'd give you the do good penis. Usually I'd give you a card that has drawn upon it a penis going,
Good save.
do good.
Good save.
But
No one
unfortunately,
could
I don't
tell.
know where it is right now. So be right back and we'll see you shortly.
Yep, I will run ads in the meantime. Sorry if you're an ad girly pop, but just so when we're back, we don't need to worry about it. Okay? Alright, this looks scary, doesn't it? Scary. Concerning. Shh. Everything will be fine.
Oh no, I'm first back. That never happens. Hey y'all, how are your bingo cards coming along? I forgot to make one. I also kind of feel like since we can do stuff with it, I shouldn't make one, but I don't know. Maybe I should. And I just don't give anybody an advantage or anything. You can just for fun. I should just for fun.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Jenny found it, but it's too late.
Where
now.
was it? Hmm.
Apparently, it's on my bookshelf right next to me. I just couldn't see it. But it's it's fine. I found it. Well, Jenny found it. We've got it.
Well, we've got it for next time.
Jenny's parents gifted me these little like cans of booze, basically. But
Hell
like,
yeah.
they're really convenient because like you can just grab a tiny little. So this one is a strawberry. I mean, it's tiny. That is not enough. But it's a strawberry daiquiri, I think. And the other one I was drinking before was a passion fruit martini. It doesn't fill very much of a glass, but it's tasty. It's nice. There's a convenient
yeah.
little bev when you want to get a little bev and you don't want to like do something fancy.
Love
Oh,
that.
yeah. Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Raving review.
Mm.
Did you say rave and ruin?
Raving review.
Oh,
I wish I did say that.
I was like, wow, that's like prophetic. What do you know that I don't?
Getting close to one line, but it requires nugget. No idea. You've marked a couple. Which have you got, Leonor? I know that sometimes people, when they do like Animal Crossing ones, they'll like do them almost retroactively. Like, I wasn't here, but I lurked in the stream. I know that you've seen this villager, this villager, this villager. I don't feel like I want that to be the case. I feel like, I mean, I'm not going to like tell people how to play bingo. If they want to play bingo, whatever. But it just seems a bit like you should be there. You know, you should have to have witnessed it to get the bingo. It just seems more authentic to me. But I'm not here to be the bingo police.
Mm-mm. No police.
6 already? Crikey. Okay. We're back from outer space. Right. You guys have taken a step out of your cells. Down the far end of this corridor, past the braziers, you can see Melthos. He appears to be staring into one of the cells.
That was the devil guy, right? Malphus?
Yeah, Melthos.
How does his profile look from the side?
Sexy. Does mentioning the do-good penis count? You need to see it. You definitely got to see it. You got to see the do-good penis.
Which was the way that that dude originally came from to see us?
He came from the left, or from like the north.
Right. Okay.
I'm
So he's
just
past the
saying,
braziers. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes,
I'm
he's
just-
the other side.
I don't think. I mean, you lock and stealth around these people. It's going to be tricky for me to stealth around these patrols.
Mm.
Just want to sort of put that out there now.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a good stealth roll, though. Do we get to keep the stealth rolls we had? Or
You'll have to re-roll stealth rolls whenever something appropriate happens.
okay.
But we do get that plus 10 for the next like hour.
You
or
get the
something,
plus
right?
10 for like the next hour, yeah, because Pass Without a Trace lasts forever. But that instance of, for example, that instance of the stealth check has been used. That's no longer in effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to find my things as well. That
Mm.
would probably be beneficial.
Mm.
Well, if it's structured like most prisons, there's probably an area where any type of device that can release this from you is along with any personal effects, unless your personal effects have just been destroyed. So we're probably looking for like an office of some kind.
Really love the idea that I got Docs to roll this new character, rolled all those magic items for him, went through all that faff, and then they've all been destroyed.
No, I would do things to get this character killed as fast as possible because a level 13 wizard who has lost their spellbook is just pointless.
That.
We do need to get those shackles off the two of you as well.
Mhm.
Needs to be I mean, yeah.
Come back soon.
Oh, we will.
We
don't
will.
worry.
Don't get killed.
Maybe we should move out of the hallway since he's literally like right down there, and I point like north towards like the gong area.
Yes, that's probably wise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
I'm having a peek around all the corners before we go through just to
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
check.
So these cells all appear to be empty. I said you can look southward, you can see out to the corridor, and you can see just around where the corridor breaks off. Fucking space. You are in space. Everywhere around you, just stars and blackness.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. To your north is this pentagonal room in which you can see a gong, a giant gong.
Okay. Nathaniel, has this gong
This is
ever gone off?
I want to just make it very, very clear for everyone. Purple, this is magical as hell. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I've never heard it.
Oh, okay, interesting. That's probably a good sign.
I find this all very strange. There's a gong which has not been heard since you've been here, and all these cells are like empty apart from the two which happen to be right next to each other as well. Does anyone else find that a little odd?
Yeah. Maybe they're just not
Yeah.
committing the same crimes they used to back in the day, you know?
Possibly. I don't know.
I didn't commit a crime.
I think it's
Sorry.
pretty odd that someone can draw a magic card and end up trapped here for eternity. So it's just kind of a weird place altogether, really.
I mean, why are you even being held if you've not committed a crime or had the misfortune of pulling a card? Like, I don't get it.
What did you do? Why
Touched
are
a
you
magic
here?
book.
Oh.
You say touched a book.
Oh, yes. I
I've
was
touched
recovering.
magic books and they haven't put me in air.
I was recovering an artifact. It was better protected than I anticipated.
Hmm.
That's rough.
You say recovering.
Yes.
No, I'm an open
Recovering.
guy. Recovering or
It was left and unused and needed to be collected. I'm
Mm.
sure you have collected many things.
you have an astute eye, good sir. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. I'm not judging. Trust me, not all that's mine. But yeah.
I would be careful saying that in a prison.
If they're gonna put me down, it's not gonna be for the shell. we don't really know each other. Trust me.
Trust me, I'm evil. I'm fucking evil as hell.
The way they
I've
said,
done some
"Put
shit."
me down." Jeez. It seems pretty reasonable to me that they could have been here for a long, long time and never heard the gong, because I imagine that's probably part of the alarm system. Like, I think maybe we should leave the hush money here to make sure that even if someone does see us and they try to alert people, that they can't.
I think Hush Money has about a 1 minute duration.
It's not as long as it's as long as the silent spell is, from what I.
Oh, I thought that was an
Right.
hour. My
It might
bad.
be longer than yeah.
I'll look at silence. 10 minutes.
Oh, we were both wrong.
Something, meet you in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can't do that then.
I mean, a gong requires it to be, you know, like
Gonged?
having some movement to it. If you were to just take the gong off and put it on the floor, it's not going to be as loud, is it? Or don't don't put it on the ground. We'll just throw it off the edge. Just get rid of it.
Playing
Pop
D&D
the
with
hush
Jack
money.
makes me want to be able to save the game every 5 seconds. Every second I'm like, need to save.
Quickly.
Save the game.
We could put the hush money down, remove the gong, and just drop it off the edge.
Could we see if there's any more? It would be strange to have one alarm.
True.
Chuck that one off the edge as well. Just throwing out
Any
ideas.
problem we have into space.
Hey, when you've got a tool like that, you use it.
True.
It's a good point that there might be more than one. So maybe we just table that idea for now and we see what else we can find and come back to it.
And breathes a sigh of relief.
I was just thinking of the accidentally sexy thing you just said.
Yeah, I was going to say a whole bunch of people furiously marking off. Jack is so confused.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Got a tool like
Here.
this.
There. Wait, what'd
What?
you say?
He said, when you got a tool like this, you use it.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh.
there you go, guys.
Accidentally sexy.
Should have made
As
the
you
bingo
move
harder.
closer to the north, by the way, the sound of the wailing is getting louder.
Can I investigate
Yeah.
this room as I'm coming into it, the gong room, just if there's anything else? Like, there's a sign on the wall that says, ring the gong when
Ring the
dinner's
gong to
ready.
escape.
Give me an investigation check. If you get above a... Oh, never mind. You know what? Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Something's
Nope.
throwing me off. Nugget's not here.
You don't see anything. You're starting to find out that all of your investigation choices, roll success. In the past, it's actually all been Nugget, just like chirping away at you, like, no, look at this.
Yeah. That's it.
I love that as an explanation.
I
Does
don't
it
know.
sound like the whale's coming from around the corner close, or is it like down the hallway close?
Like to the room that is to your like north/northeast.
Mm-hmm.
The next chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to carry on up here? Or do we want to just fly into space?
I mean, I'd
Oh.
sleep a lot better if this gong was gone.
Yeah, but what if, like, the guy comes up behind us and sees that the gong's gone and then raises another alarm?
Yeah.
Like, if we just leave
The
it
gong
there.
gone, the secondary gong gone alarm.
Yeah. If we try and be sneaky, we shouldn't fuck with things behind us so that if someone's behind us, they can find it.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm outvoted, then that's fine, but...
I think we should get a move on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
we're
removing it is too
leaving-
obvious.
We're leaving the gong.
Mm-hmm.
Carefully walking around the gong.
Leaving the gong as it is. Okay, fantastic. So you move into... Is Thale upside down?
Turn around.
Turn around. Thale
Yeah.
and the party move to the next chamber. In this chamber, you are hearing the screams of somebody who is strapped to this torture apparatus in the southeasterly corner. There are also at least 3 prisoners in these cells. One is a halfling, one is a gith, and the other a human. The individual who is strapped to the table does appear to be strapped, but nothing. There's no one there. No one is poking or prodding them. None of the implements seem to be attached to them in any way. But yeah, they're wailing. They're screaming.
Or is having a bit of a moment of, do we want to tell every single prisoner that there are normies outside roaming around, or do we not and want to just continue on?
Yeah, I'm like, is this going to end up being a full prison break, or do we stick to the plan?
Prison riot into prison break. Get all riled up.
Yeah. Okay. Do does one of us want to go in and pretend we're a guard and like talk to, or do we just all go in? Like it's fine.
I mean,
I
if you
just
were
like
to
point at
do that,
myself, dressed as the person that supposedly works here.
Sure.
you're also
I
probably
can
the
talk
most
to them.
compassionate of us all. You know.
I think Oro and Neurali are in pretty relevant levels of compassion. I think Oro is just cleverer than Neurali is.
Don't look at my intelligence score.
I mean, mine's a 10, so I can go talk to them, but it's basically what we want to say. Hey, we're gonna get you all out of here. Just be quiet. Is that like we've got to
Yeah.
find a way to get these things off of you?
In the spirit of leaving things as they were, don't you think the guards will become suspicious suddenly if they, this person just shuts up? Do they not maybe have to keep up the illusion of, eternal torment?
I think they're far enough away that we can pass through here without them seeing us. I was just thinking of talking to the people in the cages.
Okay.
Look around the corner. They're
Okay.
like strapped to the table.
Yep.
And is their head facing the wall, like away from us? Is that how it looks like in the art?
Oh, I've got a bunch of text over the table.
It looks like the feet would be in the corner. And the strap for the head would be like out facing the room so that they would be facing away from us.
Sure, they're facing away from you.
Okay.
I've got too much text over it and I can't be bothered with the text.
Damn it.
Okay.
My immersion. So I did the wrong slash me.
Okay. I still have a quarterstaff, so I'm gonna hold it like it's a broom. And just
Okay.
kind of like lose the bottom in the robes.
Sure.
So that it still just like looks like the person that Athale described sweeping. I don't really know how they act, but
we're not gonna go for a stealth check for this one. It's too blatant to be a stealth check. It's gonna be a deception roll.
okay. I want to guidance myself.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, right. Sure.
Shit.
This is the most
These people
convincing
in prison for
portrayal
forever.
of an extra planar prison janitor that has ever been done.
It's my finest work. Okay, so I'm gonna wander over to. So you said there are people in cells. Which
all
cells?
three of the cells are in the kind of northeasterly or northwesterly part of this chamber. So it's the top
these three?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna wander my way in and look like I'm sweeping.
You sweep away. You can see the halfling, the gif, and the human are all they're awake. They're kind of just blankly staring into the walls opposite them. They have paid you no mind.
Who's in this cell?
Which one are you referring to?
Sorry, the bottom
so
left.
Left, middle, right is halfling, gif, human.
Halfling, gif, human. Do they all look like they're kind of like bored staring into the wall, or does it look more like they
Bored.
are okay?
They don't look like they've had any kind of, mind-numbing effect, apart from maybe just sitting here listening to someone screaming for eternity.
Okay. And the screaming is actually a good cover for it not being so quiet that conversation would
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's still
go
going.
echoing down the hallways. Yeah. So I've got my little broom or whatever, and I'm gonna kind of like lift up the side of my hood
Okay.
towards the halfling, and I'm going to say, "Hi, friend."
To the halfling.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Someone who could maybe help.
Oh, I. How's that then?
I'd like to leave, and some others would like to leave too. Do
Well, you're
you
just
know
gonna
how to get
opt out,
those
are you?
off? Maybe.
No, I don't know how to get these off.
Can you at least not alert the guards, and then we can come back and help
Oh,
everyone on
no
our way back
shit.
through? Fantastic.
Good luck. You're gonna
Thank
need
you.
it.
I'm gonna go around to the others too. Basically have the same conversation.
Sure. So that was Fidget, the halfling thief.
Okay.
Gif, staring off into the distance. Did I hear you say you're going to get out?
Going to try. Would you like to leave?
I want to leave.
Can you be very quiet and not, what was the word? Snitch? Until we're back?
in here. Snitching's
Wonderful.
got me here in the first place.
Oh,
It
I'm so
wasn't me that
sorry.
did it. Someone else snitched on me.
What'd you
Snitches.
do?
I'm just a little misdemeanor here or there. I'm a pretty good person though. I try.
I like look back over my shoulder, like back towards everyone, and I'm kind of like, okay,
I just
on
skimmed
to
a
the
little
next
off
person.
the top.
Oh,
A little
gotta
bit from
like,
the bank here, a little bit from the peasants there.
well, robbing from the establishment I can get behind because they already have the wealth and resources to be okay. The peasants don't really agree with that one so much, but
Well,
for now,
neither
we're
did the
just
heavens
worrying
or
about.
hells. That's where I'm here, in Limbo Prime.
Oh, so we're in limbo.
We're in Limbo Prime.
Mm. Is that the name of this place?
It's this room.
Oh,
We're not bad enough to get actually tortured. So we just have to listen to other people get tortured for all eternity.
okay. That's good to know. I'm feeling much better. Gonna go to the last person. Hey, I've heard that you're not a terrible person. Would you like to get out of here?
Hey, yeah. I want to
Maybe
get
I was
out.
wrong.
I want to get out of here so bad.
Can you be very quiet and not maybe alert anyone to our presence until we've gotten the tools necessary to get everyone out of here?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Let's say that I can be quiet. Let's say that that is the defining characteristic of me as a person. I'm a quiet guy.
Yes, it definitely seems that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, can I insight check this person?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You know how to remember all these voices.
Great. Fantastic.
He seems trustworthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no reason to doubt that Harvey Chad is capable of being quiet.
So just to recap, you could leave and not be here forever if you simply don't draw attention to yourself or to us.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
So maybe just don't say anything until we leave.
No, nothing at
again.
all. No thanks. Nothing at all. No. I would
Okay,
say
good.
anything. Anything.
Make my way.
Harvey Chad
Back
is
to
in here
everyone.
because he used sending stones loudly on public transport.
Oh, fair enough, the bastard.
I think
Wait,
I'm
why
probably
is-
the only person in the world who doesn't mind hearing people's phone conversations because
You
usually
are.
it's
Yeah,
just
no,
so
100%.
bizarre.
No,
Yeah.
100%. I have to take I have to take a bus for over an hour, and it's the worst. It's the worst thing.
I'm the sort of person that if the person next to me like on the plane starts talking to me, I'll like fully engage them in conversation until it seems like they don't want to talk anymore. I do pick up on social cues. I don't force people into it, but I'm absolutely like, yeah, stranger, let's talk for 3 hours. I've got nothing better to do.
Oh yeah, no, I chat to people on like the train and stuff if they want to have a conversation. But on a train, I'm like, it's loud enough that no one's gonna like be bothered by this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much about
Yeah,
the
planes
people
aren't that
around
loud.
me, not the person next to me.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna make my way back to everyone. I'm gonna say, well, I think they're not going to intentionally give us away. I don't have a lot of hope for the last one. That one just keeps talking a lot. He
Okay.
kind of reminded me of the person that tried to sell the fake water a little bit. Not in like a good looking kind of way, but in like a can't stop talking kind of way.
Right,
Like-
right,
Thinks
Oh,
really
I'll
highly of himself.
right.
keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Okay. Before we carry on, I'm gonna have a quick peek back down here just to see where
Okay.
that devil guy is. Just gonna peek.
He's still there.
Okay, he's still talking. All right. Okay.
It
Okay.
takes a long time to make that slot.
Let's carry on then.
Okay. Just gonna leave the torture person being tortured forever.
Well, it feels like interrupting them would be a. Feels like interrupting them would be a damaging to our plan.
It's really
Okay.
ironic that I interrupted you when you were saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
I think in Nurley's mind, it's like, well, they can't stop what they're doing or act different, or it will give us away. But we can always like, if the information I've been given is that these people weren't bad enough to torture, then that person did something legitimately bad. Or maybe they didn't, and that's why they're not actively being tortured. But we can figure that out during the prison break sequence once we've already like acquired the things we need to acquire.
Okay, all right.
I mean, we could quiet them down any number of ways. To be fair, if we need to.
Sure.
Anyway,
Sure.
next room.
Next room. Next room. So you step into this room, and it seems more like a juncture than anything else. To your northwest, almost, is a room filled with chests. Room filled with chests. To your east is some more empty holding cells and a trail of blood along the floor.
Well, that goes without saying.
And as you step away from the torture chamber, you hear, "Oh, ah, Yahoo!"
Mario's jumping now.
That's
He's
just
trying to do
pain.
the backwards jump.
He eats a doggy dog worm. That's really funny. Eats a dog eat dog worm.
I'm gonna head straight for the chest room.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The
Yeah, that
party
seems like the right
moves
course of action.
Let me-
towards something.
Let me look at it. Let me check everything out first. Let me just have a quick
Okay.
go touching anything.
Let's go exploring this together as a party, as friends. Right, this room is filled with chests. I don't mean like torsos. I mean actual chests filled with booty. As far as you can tell,
Booty.
they are all closed.
Okay.
Are
Is
there
it
any
time
that
for the? Is it time for the trap duo to reunite?
Oh no.
Hold on. I have a spell first. Hold
Oh,
on.
no.
Being replaced by a
Hell
spell.
Yeah, find traps. Wonderful. Sure enough, you are made aware that there are traps in the room Find traps doesn't highlight the traps with like a nice like glowy outline. It just gives you a good idea that there are definitely things that were specifically intended to be harmful or undesirable, and that this room definitely has some traps on or around these chests.
Okay, there's a lot of traps around here. Don't go up in any chests.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are there any? Do the chests all look the same?
Yeah, they do.
No symbols around the chest, like on the wall or on the ceiling, that might match up with like the corridors or anything?
No, ma'am.
Can I do any like investigation or something to look out for traps?
You absolutely can, yeah.
Do I get to roll advantage because I've already done find traps, so I know.
No.
Okay, I got 21 this time.
Good roll, though. Good roll. So you can certainly tell that there are traps on each of these chests. Each of the chests have traps upon them.
Okay. Every chest has a trap.
You
Well-
so in your because you got a good roll, you can also you have a good sense that these traps would be very difficult to disarm, and indeed they are probably magical in nature. However, if one was unlocked with its key, that would disarm the trap.
Okay, we need to find the keys for this so it disarms the trap for that chest. So unfortunately,
This really seems like we need to find this admin room.
When what's his name? Malfisto? No.
Malphos.
Malphos. It happened to on the however many 360 something times they've come past see a keychain on them. Or hear jangling of keys.
No.
Or any of the other two.
No.
Oh. I don't think any of the guards, caretakers, whatever they are, have the keys. At least not obviously.
Oh, I forgot to describe to you. In the previous room, where you were with the torture chamber, there was another sigil on a wax seal. And it looks like... where can I draw this? Let me draw this over here. Like that.
I'm starting to think these are just like words to say this is the so-and-so room and this is how you get there.
I'm looking forward to the person figuring out what these symbols are.
Oh, I guess we can figure it out.
Yeah, we should try now.
Doesn't mean there's any deeper meaning to it. It's just I had to come up with some sigils in there.
Oh, okay. I think you're muted, Katie. If you're talking to us.
I sure was. Can you redraw the first one so I can see them together?
Yep.
It was
like a terrible candle holder.
Trying to get this away from here.
An ant missing 2 legs, I believe I saw in the chat.
A stick bug to me.
Even worse Sith lightsaber.
So these symbols aren't on these chests anywhere.
Correct.
Okay, well, and there's no like not redeeming qualities. No no obvious like numbers or sigils or anything on these ones.
Little face.
Yeah. No names on them. No. Okay.
That would be really convenient if they were neatly labeled.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they are. That's an organization nightmare.
I don't think they intend to give them back.
Oh.
I agree.
Right, so for touching a book, you are imprisoned for eternity.
It would appear so.
Are you sure, like, your sort of cuffs changing colour is just not like a you've served your sentence? You know?
Perhaps, but how would I know?
I'm just pondering. Yeah, I'm still happy to try heat metal on them if you want, but
No.
I will say, one of the other people said that the people here are in limbo because they're not bad enough to actually be punished. If we can believe that.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense with. God, why do I keep forgetting his name? Elrond.
Mm-hmm.
Let's carry on to the next room.
Yeah. Look for some keys.
There's
Hey,
not been any more gongs, right?
no more gongs. The room to your east is filled with mangled corpses. Mangled corpses with
The corpse
giant
room.
wounds in them.
You said
your
that to the
north-
tone of a jar of meat. Meat in a jar.
What the fuck?
Lovely array of corpses in here, of varying sizes, shapes, and they're just, all dead. None of them are still alive. Still very, very dead.
Do they have shackles
plenty
on?
of blood. No shackles on them. But what you see to the north is a throne, a devilish throne filled with, as you might imagine, all sorts of spiky goodness and skulls and whatnot. The throne is empty, but at the base of the throne, at its feet, is a snoozing hound, a Cerberus,
Oh.
Bartholomew.
Oh. That's where they are.
I threw a xylobone to put them off. That was a oh shit.
It's too late. Don't say things out too loud. Bartholomew wakes.
I thought you had a plan.
Bartholomew waits, eyes the bone on the ground, ponders it for a moment, sniffs it, looks directly at you, growls, and you find yourself back in the cell. All of you.
We all have shackles on.
You are all back in the cell. No, you do not all have shackles on you, unfortunately.
I had the xylobone on me?
No.
Shit. Well, that's another side quest for us.
One thing that you will have noticed before, actually, if anyone wants to perception check, I'll allow a big group perception check.
Ooh,
I'm looking
fun.
for a 20.
Damn. Hey.
Ooh.
Okay, we got a 20.
Oh, I went to roll one anyways.
Oh, the two of you noticed a key on the collar
Oh,
alongside Bartholomew's name tag.
Wish I'd have noticed that before I threw. Yeah.
Well, that didn't go well. I suppose it could have gone worse.
Honestly, out of all the rash decisions I've made, that's had the least repercussions.
Thank God.
I would agree with that assessment. Yeah, if we ended up with shackles on as
Sorry,
well, I think that we would have just been trapped here forever. So, but at
Are we
least
all
now
in
we
the
know
same
what's ahead of
cell?
us.
Yeah, are we all in the same cell or are we in separate
Or am I
cells?
back in my own cell?
You're all in the same cell that you were in.
Wait, we're in the same cell
The cell that you were in to begin with.
to begin with, right? Okay. I noticed the dog guy had a key on around his collar, so
Yeah.
I will say that the key was sizable, and did not look like it would fit in the locks you saw on the chests.
Mm.
Oh. It was a big old key, though. Not a chest key. Maybe for something else.
Shackle key?
Maybe.
There are no locks on the shackles.
Never mind. Okay then, let me move myself.
Nearly's thought process there was like, sure, it physically is a key and can open a door, but it's also like the enchanted key that you bop things with to disenchant them or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Could be.
do have an idea.
Is
Although
it as good
I've
as the last?
also you're new here. This is how things happen. Okay, just I don't need that shit right now.
We were talking about this before the game started. We were like, either Randall back.
There we go. It happened.
Phil and Haiku are going to really get on or really not get on.
I'm fully aware if you want to ignore this idea after the last one I had, but at least I'm propositioning you all first. Huh?
Yeah, it's improvement. Yeah.
You know, get a little tiny servant, send them off to fetch the key and just bring it back. We don't even have to leave the cell.
How is? Can he? It was quite a big key, and it was like around the collar of the guy. How's he going to get it off?
I
think that key is probably. I think that key is probably more like a front door key kind of thing.
Oh.
Because if it's as big as Oro was saying, then like.
I mean, we are
It's not gonna
probably
help
going to
us.
need one of those eventually.
Mm-hmm. But maybe we tackle that when everyone doesn't have when there are people around that aren't shackled that can help too. That's what I'm thinking.
Or
maybe we
might
just skip
take
that room
5
for now.
minutes and just sits in the corner of the cell that she's in and just stares at the wall for a second. Everything will be okay.
With the xylophone. Why did they throw the xylophone?
Does he want us to die? What was?
Three-headed dog, one bone wasn't enough.
This is making me think of the like one remaining sane party member thing from the dungeon where we found that other book. Mm-hmm.
Logic in my head was sound.
Yep. Oro gets out of the cell. She looks down the corridor. Is the devil guy still?
He does not appear to be down there anymore.
The devil guy's not there anymore. He's not where he was.
Shall we explore that way then?
Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah.
If nothing else, that means we're heading the right way. Where if another patrol starts coming through, we won't run into them like head on. Hopefully.
Also,
Okay.
I don't want to be that total, but we are going to have to get that back at some point.
Get what back?
The
xylophone.
Sure.
Yeah, sorry everyone.
We'll put it on the list. You know, list of things to do.
List of grievances.
The Book of Grudges.
Let's say that I'm not going to outright say that that's not important because I know that that is important to you. But I would ask
down
you.
the list.
Okay, I was going to say more important for us to all escape than for us to get the xylophone, right? Just
yeah.
Okay, cool. As long as we're all on the same page there.
We can escape, then we can come back in and get it.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk about that.
Gets out. Portals back into a cell. Here we go again.
You get out, Hilda. We're going again.
No, we don't need a
You don't
portal
understand.
to get me back in. I'll just go admit something.
Just be like, hey, Phil, where's that book you touched?
Yeah.
I gotta go back and get something.
I was in Chult.
You know Chult very well.
You were there for a short period of time before you went spend the rest of your life literally everywhere else but Charles.
That was my childhood.
Okay, are we exploring this room to the east?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, this room to the east of you has 6 braziers in it. These braziers have each a wax seal next to them, but not directly over, so there's no melty, heaty process going on. I want you to get that in your head regarding the seals, but they are clearly aligned with one another. I'm going to put these in the token layer so you can see. Never mind. I'm going to have to go to the token layer, this to the back. Yeah.
What?
Oh, okay.
Go. You see them now?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Very vaguely Greek. Almost. Like the Greek
Oh.
were a little picture.
Quick,
Yeah.
push.
What?
Push through
Yeah.
that. Greek.
Well, it's an alpha, right? With a horns
Well,
on it.
there's
Are they all
the
Greek
one,
letters
the
with
one,
like
the one
horns on
top
them?
right is a delta. The one bottom is a phi.
They're
the
all
middle
Greek
bottom is
letters.
epsilon.
With little horns on them.
The
Greek
lambda
letters
is
with what
there.
on them? Horns on them? Oh my
Horns.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is!
They're just Greek letters with horns on them.
Amazing. Canonically, devilish, whatever the language is called, is literally just Greek but spoken angrily, and the text is just Greek with devil horns on all the letters.
I had to find some arcane sigils that I could draw repeatedly, and I wasn't gonna fucking do anything difficult. So if you want to describe them as the Greek letters from now on, you're welcome to. Please describe them as, for example, horny alpha, horny sigma.
Alpha horn.
Wait, is there a sigma?
Oh no, it's epsilon.
Let's say I know my sigmas.
Do these wax seals like look different from each other than the symbols? Like, are they
Nope.
the same? Okay. Interesting.
Great. No, I will not.
I mean, I don't know whether Aura is probably not smart enough to put anything together here. So
Okay. To the south of you, as Haiku can now see, that room. Wait, I'll put a highlight little token thing there. You can see me pinging this room.
Mm-hmm.
This room is cordoned off by a small barrier about waist high. It's just it's like one of those little barriers you see for like around queues. There's just like got like a stand and then like some tape and then another stand.
It's
and
not like red
behind it-
velvet.
No. And behind that is the individual that Ethael previously described with the robe and the sweeping. In fact, this time it appears to be a mop. They are mopping the floor.
can I see a key on them?
They are a little bit far away. You'd have to get closer to properly inspect.
What if I squint really, really good?
You
Now
safety
they're
squints on.
blurry.
Damn it.
Just to double check it, these are walls around that room, aren't they? They're not like
Yes. All walls.
no hole in them.
Nope. No windows, no nothing.
In
Can
this
everybody
next,
move off the symbols so I can look at them? I'm so sorry.
if this
Thank you.
in this next bit to the east, is there another symbol in there?
Yes. It is the lambda, the horny lambda.
Can you tell me which one that is? I don't.
Top left one.
Not all of us know
In
Greek
fact,
letters.
I will draw them as you find them on the map.
Okay, thank you. I was too busy playing bingo as a child. I don't know any Greek letters.
You didn't play bingo in Greek letters?
That's you there.
Also depends if they're uppercase or lowercase. That's the one that always gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, phi's fine. It's the same, isn't it? So maths that use a lot of Greek letters because they run out of letters.
Ah.
This one. So those are the ones you've seen so far.
Okay.
So there's six sigils, isn't there?
Yep.
Is there one down this south way that I can see?
No.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So the answer's always Funky Town. Whatever puzzle we have.
Tell me you weren't all delighted by the answer of that musical puzzle being Funky Town.
It was great.
You
It
weren't
was
all
great.
delighted by the fact I managed to actually get a musical puzzle to work in this format.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Using fucking Discord and Roll20.
I mean, how fuming would you have been if we'd just accidentally instantly solved it like that other puzzle there?
Just going whistling a tune.
Yeah,
just a joke.
It's very. I can 100% see Aura just going, I'm going to play Funky Town on that.
Can we touch the sigils if they were in touching distance?
They're hanging from the roof, and the roof's about 20 feet high. So it's feasible, but impractical.
And when you say hanging,
I mean, from chains, the same way that they were in the. Right.
I'm just trying too hard to make a puzzle out of these symbols. I think that doesn't exist. I'm sitting here and like writing down all the letters, seeing what I could spell with them, what the sounds are, and I'm like, I think I'm wasting my time here. Okay.
we probably are just directions.
It's just like the sections, right?
Yeah, like section A is the alpha one section. Oh, there isn't a beta.
We didn't hear the person say about them being in their prime, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you were within earshot.
What symbol was over there?
That was the Horny Alpha. They were in Limbo Prime. You were in Void Eternity.
Void Eternity.
The room that you are currently walking towards, Oro and Athale, is occupied by 3 more people. They are sat in their kind of their shackles, sat on the floor, staring at a wall. And there seems to be some kind of like magical projection onto the wall. What you can see in front of you is a scene unfolding, a scene that it seems to include the individual in front of you. You have in front of you a halfling old lady, an aged human male, and a let's say a middle-aged human man.
Okay.
My
I
notes
like the way that you
are
said that.
so good for this.
Okay.
They're so funny. Sometimes I leave myself funny notes. Sometimes I give myself more work to do at the spur of the moment. And this is both. I've read Plato. I know this one.
Can we see what they're watching?
You absolutely can, yeah. So where have I written these? The elderly halfling lady is watching a scene in which she and her partner, whose face is blurred for this scene, are at a restaurant. And the waiter comes over and delivers their food and says, "Enjoy your meal." And she says, "You too." The gentleman, the aging human gentleman, is having a moment where he and like another, they appear to be in a band. He peers down in the scene. You can see that it says his name is Kenny Brickens. He goes in for like a cool guy handshake, but the person that he's trying to give a handshake to goes for a hug, and he cups somewhere sensitive instead. That's the scene that he's watching.
These people are having to relive their most embarrassing moments. I love
And
it.
the final guy,
Ooh.
you can see, went for a high five with someone, but the other person didn't see that they were going for a high five because they were trying to do it like a cool, like non-looking high five. And he said he just slapped him in the face.
Oh, Jesus.
We gotta get these people out of there.
That one repeats, and they also see a scene where there is a beautiful woman walking towards him, and she waves at him and like beckons for him to come over, and he waves back, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay," and he stands up to walk over, and then he sees that she was actually gesturing to someone behind him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the cringe ward.
Cringe ward.
This is Hellflix.
Hellflix. Oh,
Oh, Flix.
God.
Amazing.
Should we talk to these guys? She whispers to everyone else behind her.
They haven't
Are-
noticed us.
I mean, if they're anything like the other people, they haven't done anything horrible, or they would be being tortured.
Yeah.
An eternal punishment for having a slightly cringy moment is extreme.
Yeah. It's a good job they haven't found us. We'd be screwed.
God.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, Neuralie's. We should do this as a prompt, but Neuralie's like, what is the cringiest moment you'd have to watch on repeat for eternal torture? Would be like her thinking that Gary Acerial is hot, and then having to contemplate first with, oh shit, that's my brother, and then second, oh shit, he's the bad guy. It's just
Yeah,
like
that's
that
smart.
series of emotions.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a bad boy though.
We had a Luke and Leia situation there.
Oh God, yeah.
yeah. Oh God. Anyway. I can't believe Netflix was invented in limbo.
When we go to save these people, and suddenly the things they're watching are our interactions with them.
Can you roll me a perception check, please, Oro?
Yeah. 21.
Okay. Melthos is coming up that southern corridor right
Wait, that
Another one
corridor
like
from nowhere.
this one?
now. Nope, southern corridor there. You hear a...
Wait,
And,
this one here.
Yep.
Okay.
He seems to have leapt a distance. He lands there.
Oh.
He's walking quickly towards you.
Go, 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 go. Everyone back, everyone back, everyone retreat.
He steps through here, and I'm gonna do just see whether or not he caught you.
I look like the sweeper.
I'm gonna give myself a d6 on that. You're running down this corridor. My d6 covered my DC. I hit it quite comfortably. Well, with the extra d6, I needed the d6. Just to be very clear, the d6 is what made this
Yeah,
work for me.
heard you.
Ah,
I
thanks.
needed the
Good,
d6
good to
in order
know.
for this to work.
I hope it was worth it, whoever did that.
Yeah.
Oh, g'day! He shouts at you as you are in the brazier room.
Right, who's he shouting to? All of us?
Yeah, you guys. If anyone has a movement speed over 30, I will allow you to be a little bit further down the hallway and perhaps hide, but otherwise...
So we didn't make it back to the cells that we were clicking ourselves into?
Nope.
Okay.
Not before he shouted out to you. You can keep running if you'd like.
Haiku does one of those, like, slow motion, slow down, you know, when you're very purposely taking, like, slow steps. I'm just gonna sort of, like, turn around and go, "G'day?"
So, who are you?
I'm Haiku. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Malthos.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you, Malfoff.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you. He puts out his massive fucking hand.
Oh, a huge hands on you.
Well,
What an absolute beast.
I grew them myself from when I was just a wee little devil.
I mean,
I almost said demon.
a lot
That would
of
have been a
work.
real faux pas. But no,
Oh,
it's
I
mine.
mean, you are nowhere near it. I mean, look at you. That's a devil.
I think you're right. But
Do you?
maybe not
Jack was
everyone
just
agrees. I don't know,
waiting
we'll
for
see.
the opportunity to flirt with himself. Continue, please carry on. I'm gonna guidance Haiku, sweeping the floor.
So, who are your mates? Have you not got your? You're not got a. Your things on your
Oh,
shackles.
oh, so I haven't.
So you're not a prisoner then? I mean, you're not in a cell, so you're not in a cell. You're not a prisoner.
See, this is the. I'm gonna be real with you right now. We're not prisoners.
Okay.
You know.
Well, have a good day then. And he just starts pacing away.
Oh, all right. I mean, I don't suppose you know where the exit is. Just sorry, just to. I don't want to interrupt you. You're clearly
no, I do.
a busy
Yeah,
man.
I do. No, I am a busy man, and I do know where the exit is.
Yeah, I don't suppose you could just point me in the right direction. I'm happy to.
He points you to the south, directly towards the janitor.
Oh, okay, lovely. Hi, Phil. Thank you very much. Pleasure, mate. Maybe see you around.
Oh, all right, cool. Bye.
Yeah.
Are these guys with you then?
Oh, yeah, they're with me. They're cool. Don't worry about them.
So they're all because I mean they're not in cells.
No. It's a long story. I don't wanna keep you for long. You've got.
Oh, I appreciate that. I've got things to do. They're not in cells, so they're not prisoners. They're not my problem.
Oh yeah, no, you very much you're a rules guy, aren't you?
I'm a rules guy. You got me. You got me. I'm a rules guy.
Recognise it. I'm a bit of a loophole finder myself.
Oh, are you? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, I mean, I'm here to look after the cells and the prisoners. And if you're not in the prison, you're not a prisoner.
Hey, if they ain't gonna pay you for it, why do it?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck them.
It gets to a certain point,
Respectfully.
and those these shackles we put on people, they just stop working. They stop paying their subscription.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not.
Wait, so you mean like the uppers stop paying their subscription? They just
Well,
run out of
whomever it
dues?
is, we're an outsourced company.
Oh, that's so. Do you have to charge you up again, or how does that work?
Oh no, they. I mean, they're pretty untouchable, really. It's more like they gotta whomever's paying the bills got to pay on time, and if they don't pay on time, then they're not going to keep them in the cells. I'm not going to hold people inside their cells against their rights.
Yeah.
If they're not paying their subscription fees.
Oh well, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you don't do a job for free, do you?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah. Do they just like fall off then, or like do you have to go around picking up like dead handcuffs, or?
Well, when someone stops paying the bills, I think they tend to just sit there until someone notices.
Oh.
Sometimes they try and leave, and that doesn't tend to work out for them.
Okay.
Mostly because the wondrous array of like traps, the maze to kill it.
I mean, if you gotta have traps and stuff.
You need a good maze, is what I'm saying.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, that's.
Where's the maze? Sorry.
That's towards the exit.
So we would have to go through the maze to leave?
Yeah.
Could you tell us how to get through the maze?
Is there like a right-hand wall rule, or?
I just
have
think,
you got
honestly, I've never had to go through it, so I don't know that well.
Hey, it's none of your business.
It's not my business. I'm here to do my patrolling, get them stopped
You
out.
patrol, you look after the cells, the prisoners.
That's me.
That's
my job.
done.
How did the prisoners get their stuff back then after the subscriptions?
That's not really my area.
Oh, who's this?
Alright, he's a busy devil.
Well,
I've got places. All I'm doing is I'm keeping people in their cells if they're supposed to be in their cells. If they're not supposed to be in their cells, I've got no interest.
Right.
You, clearly, no cuffs, not prisoner. Outside cell, not prisoner. Not my problem.
I'm still operating under the assumption that he doesn't realize I'm actually not the sweeper
Oh yeah,
person.
no, he has no idea. He has no idea.
Okay. So I
If
whisper
you
to
look slightly to
Haiku.
his left.
Yeah. I mean, like, she's got the hood up and she's
Oh
like
yeah,
facing
but I mean, if
away
he
from
looks to
him,
his
right?
left, he'll see the other janitor, and he'll recognize that
Oh.
something is afoot.
Gotcha. I'm gonna whisper to Haiku to ask if somebody could just teleport out of the maze. Like, if they weren't a prisoner and they just wanted to leave, could they just teleport out of the maze? You know.
Oh, okay. Okay, and I've got to organically fit that in. So this maze then, obviously, I mean, I'm not the best at mazes. I mean, obviously, you've never been in it as well. Would there be a way for us to just like skip the maze? Like, I mean, we've known people in the past they can just teleport out.
I can tell that you're not in the prison making business.
No, I'm more in the collecting business. Yeah,
One of those.
one of
Well,
those, my friend.
we often get collectors in here. But no, you're not going to get through a maze with teleporting. That makes no sense.
Well, I just wanted to double check. You know, sometimes things which don't make sense need nonsensical things to help you.
I like you. I've got to go. Maybe we'll chat later.
Aye. Well, you go do you. Pleasure
You
speaking.
have good day to you. And he walks off. Person that Haiku gets on the most well with is a devil.
Not
Yeah.
surprised.
Not surprised, right?
To their benefit, it is a devil operating in like the astral plane or the ethereal plane. Like it's clearly not someone.
They're an
who's-
unusual devil.
Yeah, it's not a usual suspect.
I'm sorry for cutting you off there, or I was very aware of trying to keep on his good side.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Surprising how you can turn on the charm when there's a random here, but when it's just us, just throwing bones around, just
Seems to me like it's a matter of motivation, really.
yeah, crazy. Yeah. Anyway,
Just trying to help.
no, you really helped.
You did a
him. It was
very
so
good job.
It was so good. I'm so glad that you were there to do that. It's just the thing before.
You know what? A bad doesn't wash out the good, and a good doesn't wash out the bad always. That's fine.
Wow.
That was Jack, not Haiku's.
Oh, okay.
Something as wise as that.
Enough good could wash out the bad here in this situation for Oro.
Okay. Need to do more good.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I'm betting that what we're looking for is probably past that really big, cute dog. Because if it looking at us sends us back to our cell, that's the most surefire way to keep whatever apparatus releases the prisoner safe.
I mean, by the sound of it, wait for the subscription to run out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's why yours is blue. What'd you say your name was?
Athale.
Ethale. Maybe whoever didn't want you to take their book stopped paying their subscription. I don't think that that's going to work for Elrond, though.
You recall that the wizard whose name I've forgotten.
Elrond?
No, the other one.
Oh.
I don't know because I didn't write it down.
I wrote it down. Leorum Steadyquill is the wizard who hired you. He gave you some information whilst you were rummaging around in that crypt.
Mhm.
Some of it was correct, some of it was not correct. It is entirely possible that that subscription related to that the spell that trapped you.
Mhm.
And he said that it had worn off a long time ago. Possible he was out by a few years, or maybe precisely 1 year.
Yep. I think the magic that put me here was old and expiring. I don't know how long it was there for.
Maybe they prepaid for a long time, but it's run out.
But who would pay for a card?
That's why I don't think Ailerons is gonna run out.
No.
Hmm.
I mean, it
I
sounds
should think.
like you
Go ahead.
can move freely around here.
Hmm.
Hey, no more sneaking.
Well, supposing everybody else's is. I want to say lax, but I guess on the other hand is as much a stickler to the specific rules as that fellow was.
Hmm. Did the dogs see us? When it
The dog saw you guys and thus sent you back to the prison cells.
right.
It did after somebody threw a xylophone bone at it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So there needs to be some leeway given to Jack, because I definitely could have just been like, haha, funny joke, and I leapt on that opportunity to
Yeah.
show you what Bartholomew is capable
Yes.
of in a safe environment.
I know. I'm definitely just giving you shit.
There is an element of me deserving some of the shit because I I jumped
To
on
be
that
fair,
opportunity.
I did ask you for more consequences of my
You
actions.
did, you did, yes, you did.
Not
The consequences of
consequences of
Haiku's
the
actions
consequences of
will.
your
The
actions.
consequences of my
Yeah.
actions will be angry.
I'm sorry. A learning curve.
Okay. Well, do we carry on back to where the dog was then? But around this way? Just as a thingy, just like right here. And then up?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah. I think whatever it's standing watch over is probably the pathway we need to go. I could be wrong, but that just seems, you know.
I think it'll be worth looking up here.
Alrighty.
Regardless.
This next room is simply a viewing room. There is a nice window to the east, which allows you to see into the great abyss that is the astral plane. There is just nothingness forever.
Wow.
Nothingness and some
This is
stars.
the break
occasionally.
room.
But to your north, you can hear ting, ting, ting.
Good.
It sounds like some kind of forge.
Yeah. What's
Sure
that
enough,
about?
as you step into the room, you can see to your southwest there is a fire giant. This fire giant down here has a giant smithy is the word I'm looking at.
Smithy. Yeah.
Forge, etc., etc., as well as casts. So there is some metal heating on above this pool of lava that you can see in the corner, as well as you can see multiple casts, like molds almost, like lying along the wall, like kind of hung up. But you can see that he is forging a sword at the moment. He is huge, and he takes up. He's almost stooping at the height of the 20-foot tall roof, as he like these huge bulging muscles and his skimpy tank top. It's not me. It's just the fire giant. Bringing down this mighty hammer down onto the sword as he forges away.
Is there anyone in the cells here?
The cells are empty.
Do we want to talk to this guy or?
But you speak giant, Mauro?
I think
do?
so. Yes. I was like, do I only speak hill giant? And therefore it would fuck me
They
over
all speak
again.
the same. Yeah.
What do I want to say to him?
Compliment the sword. Smithy's like the stuff being complimented.
Okay. Okay, in giant, I'll go, hello, excuse me.
Hello.
Beautiful sword you forged in there.
You have a good eye.
Thank you. Two good eyes.
Two good
Two
eyes.
good, two good eyes. I'm Aro. Who are you?
My name is Jurassic. Oro, it is a pleasure to meet you.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
a prisoner that has been escaped, or
Oh no, I'm not a prisoner. I'm a visitor, I guess, is the next word.
that would be a first, but it's not my job to care about the comings and goings of those who visit this place.
Is this your mostly thing you do? Just forging stuff?
Yes, unfortunately, this is my eternity.
Oh. So you're imprisoned here?
This is what I do. Forge this sword over and over again.
Oh. What? Why?
Who knows? Malthus uses it for something.
Oh. He uses the sword.
Yes. Primarily for, I think, torture. He tends not to do it when I'm around.
Oh, that's nice of them. I guess. So this is this. So he takes that sword and then does the stuff and then gives it you back to make it.
I think after what he does with it, there's not much left.
Oh, right. So he gets a new one from you. Right.
I store it away and he retrieves it, and it's an endless loop.
Oh.
Now, I do apologize.
Oh.
I am busy being tormented.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank
The
you.
rare breaks that I get, there's no literature here. There's nothing to read. There's nothing to do. All I can do is stare out into the abyss.
Would you like to leave one day?
Good joke.
Oro, are they working here or are they a prisoner?
Oh, they're a prisoner. They are building a sword for the devil guy just over and over, and the devil guy is torturing people so much that it depletes the sword enough that he needs a new one. And this is his hell forever. But he seems nice.
What did he do?
I don't know. He doesn't seem to remember or know.
Maybe we just go then.
What do you mean go then? Just carry on.
I mean, yeah. If does he want to be free?
I mean, he was like, haha, imagine, like, like that won't happen. I won't be free. So, I mean, add him to the list of people to save is all I'm saying.
Okay.
What was their
I'm not
name
sure
again,
what we do
Tom?
to save him.
You cut out when you were saying his name and I didn't catch the end of...
Oh, his name is Drazic. Drazzick.
Oh, sick name.
It's better than Julie McSheep, who was the halfling old lady, or Kenny Brickens, or the best one, who was Mustang Loggerhead.
Wow.
He was the last one. And all I've got, so I've got Julie McSheep hyphen halfling old lady, Kenny Brickens hyphen old musician, Mustang Loggerhead hyphen very cool guy.
Damn.
Is that Harvey Chad's actual name?
Shit.
It's sheep, brick, and logs. It's a board game reference.
Carcassonne? No,
Oh.
not Carcassonne.
The other one with C.
I can't think of its name anymore.
Me neither.
It's the Catan, yes.
Catan, that's the
Yeah, I
one.
thought you were talking
I'm
about...
Cataning. I was Cataning it.
Oh.
It's been a while since I played Catan.
It's true.
Same. It's a good game. I like Catan.
I've never played it.
Oh, really?
It's a lot of fun.
You would like
Yeah,
that. I think.
the local gaming shop has tournaments every month, but never.
It's
Yeah,
on
I don't like it
tabletop
that.
sim.
Don't like it that much. Not enough for a tournament.
God, a Catan tournament. I don't even know how you do that.
Yeah,
I like how
they-
the blur is blurring out everything but my capybara plushie.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh.
It's just
is
like,
very
this
cute.
is clearly important enough that he's got to chill there. There.
All right.
Yeah, so carry on, keep going.
Mm.
Nothing else you want to do in this room?
If all the things were empty, then no, I guess.
Does the giant have shackles on?
He has a like a anklet kind of shackle.
Ah, there we go.
Mm.
I think that was an earliest confusion. It's like, he's not shackled. He can't be
Yeah.
that much of a prisoner, you know? Like, or we don't know how to let him go if he doesn't, if he's,
In fact,
if he could leave
you
and he's
can-
just not
it's
doing
like
it.
It's like a ball and chain kind of thing. If you look on the floor, you can actually see a groove along the floor as he's dragged it from here on his path.
Right.
Okay.
Is there any symbol in here on a piece of string?
There is not.
Okay.
Well,
Isn't.
roll me a perception check.
Okay. I say this out loud to try and see if I could get some help.
My eyes are up and looking. And
Yeah,
it's just,
I'll look too, but I'll let Haiku
Oh
do the
my
helping.
god.
That's another 30-something roll.
Damn.
We're getting to that level now.
Oh, this is
Mhm.
We're getting
season
to that
3.
level. Season 3, baby.
true.
DC's gonna
Season
go
3. No, just the rolls go up.
Just the rolls. Not harder.
Some of us don't have plus 14.
More pluses. You don't see a wax seal or a sigil anywhere. But what you do see is the molds for the casting on the wall. You can see one for a key,
Oh.
one of the large keys.
Oh. I point that out to everyone. You guys see that there's a molding for a key back there?
I mean, do you think you're chummy enough to sort of
I mean,
ask for a mold?
I'll ask.
Cyborg's asking because he wants to take something off of his bingo card.
No, not rolling 30 isn't that impressive.
Gonna be Oro doing
Okay.
like a fucking triple
The-
backflip off of something.
Yeah.
Reminder, some classes are like skill monkey classes. That is really impressive. The highest bonus I have to anything is a 10, and I have one of those. Everything else is 7 and below. So I think it's really impressive.
Yeah, some of you have got high pluses, not everybody.
Mhm.
So you go back up to Drazik?
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do from now on. I need to change the way that I do this. I need to ask you what the NPCs' names are after I've introduced them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, it's not me. Do you want to go back and talk to Drazik? It's going to be, you're going to go back and talk to the NPC that you need to tell me the name of right now?
Oh, I'm gonna start
What
writing
are
it
they?
down.
That sounds like a
Trickster.
pop quiz.
Yeah, well, sometimes you get a lecturer as a DM and he wants to pop quiz you.
You're asking the name of the fire giant?
Mm-hmm.
I know it.
Drazik.
I know it. I had it
Oh,
written
okay.
down. Drazik, so sorry to bother you.
Yes. Final time. I'm busy.
You know that key mold in the back?
Correct.
I think one of the ways for us to get everyone out of here is maybe aligned to that key. Could you
Maybe.
make me one real fast and I won't tell anyone?
I'm busy. If there is any delay in this, I will get actually tortured.
Oh. Could I make it?
I'm not going to stop you, but you can't use that whilst I'm using it.
Okay. Okay, I go back to everyone.
all.
Oh my god. It's finally happened.
Haiku, I think I have the best side task for you to do right now.
Oh yeah.
He's given me permission to get that key mold, and we can make our own key real fast
Mm.
to not bother him. And we could take some metal, and maybe you could heat it up real hot, get it in them grooves. Bing bang bosh.
God. You don't have to tell me twice.
Okay, I grab the key mold and some
You
metal.
are unable to get past him. He is taking up a lot of space. You're tiny, so let's not say you can't. What I'm saying is, now is not the you're onto something,
Okay.
but now is not the time.
Can I do a Link Tears of the Kingdom climb on the walls? Shimmy around.
Shit, where do boots of spider climbing when you need them?
Yeah.
You're onto something. You've got it, but not right now.
Okay, we'll have to wait till he's done, and then he'll move, and then we can get it.
I'm jotting it down in my memory notebook.
Memory notebook. Okay, great. Okay, let's carry on like we've not got a small plan.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. So this juncture point, you can see into two rooms. The northern room, or just sort of northeastern one, is filled with more. They look like chests, but they are kind of like transparent. They are. You can see through into the contents of them. You can't see what they are from now, but something seems to be swirling around on the inside. And if you were to take a little step to the left, you would see the big bloody floor room. Once again, it's an empty one. And I'm just going to describe this to you just because nothing's going to happen in that room. You're fine, and we're getting to the end of the session. And if I describe something to you now, maybe it'll give you a week to think about what you want to do about it, just in case.
Okay.
To the south, in this big chamber here, you can't see that. Here, down there, you can see an elaborate kind of like sort of an Iron Maiden sort of structure that is leaking like molten like lava almost the bottom of it, the base of it. There is a small window at the front where you can see a fiery figure on the inside of it. You can also see a small slit at chest level in the Iron Maiden. The right angle for a blade.
Oh.
Okay, great.
So just some things to think about.
Is there a sigil?
There is a sigil.
Ooh, which one?
The row one. Can't quite draw it. 1 second. I'll put this up here. Get out of my way. Letters. There you go.
Where'd you draw it? Oh, up there, right? So is it that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That brings our game to a close. GG's, everybody. We've had some
GG.
fun pottering around in here, meeting some fun NPCs, doing some chan, doing some bits and bobs. Some classic D&D, rolling some dice, having some fun.
And it
Thanks
is a
very much for
dungeon.
playing. You are in a dungeon, quite literally.
Is there a dragon? I hope not.
I mean, some would describe Malthus as having dragon-like appearance.
I mean, I got a pretty good look at the guy. I don't think I'd call him a dragon.
Really?
Has dragon-like appearance.
I would say that's a dragon-like appearance.
All right. Yeah.
What would you want for a dragon?
Yeah, he looks very dragony to be.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Hard to please some people. Right. In which case, I will call my DMing to a close. Thank you very much, everyone who was watching, because that was fun. It's nice to have you guys in the chat. Especially nice to see you again, Fool. It's been a long time, but I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
And I hand off to Jamie.
Do we want to raid someone? Has anyone got any recommendations? Maybe if they are playing D&D, that is a bonus. But I'm not Vicky,
Let me look.
Let me get the raid browser up. Don't think I know anyone who's playing D&D right now, but we could just do someone else who's playing D&D.
You're the boss.
Yeah, I don't have anyone playing D&D.
Okay.
I was about to say there's someone on my list, but it's us.
We just raid ourselves. Ooh, a lot of people are playing D&D on a Sunday night, huh?
It's a good day for D&D.
Jeez.
Holy shit, yeah.
I don't know if we started doing it at the same time, but I looked down as y'all were talking and I looked back at the list and I started doing this to the music and I looked back and Tom and I were both doing it.
Thank you. Maybe we'll raid this person. They're streaming D&D. They haven't been on for too long.
Perfect.
Come by, spam some hearts. That'd be much appreciated.
Woo!
Thanks so much for hanging with us and for doing bingo. We'll see you next week, I believe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not next week. Maybe the week after. I'll let you know in Discord. See you later, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.